In the enigmatic tapestry of Aztec mythology, where gods and goddesses intertwined in a complex celestial dance, there existed a formidable deity known as Itztlacoliuhqui, the god of stone, cold, and sin. His presence cast a chilling shadow upon the hearts of mortals, for he embodied the unforgiving aspects of the natural world and the darkness that lurked within the human soul. Itztlacoliuhqui's origins were shrouded in mystery, but legends whispered that he emerged from the depths of the underworld, a realm of eternal darkness and icy desolation. His form was as unyielding as the stone he commanded, his skin a mottled gray that reflected the cold, unforgiving nature of his domain. His eyes, like two obsidian shards, pierced through the veil of deception, revealing the hidden sins and transgressions of mortals. As the god of stone, Itztlacoliuhqui held dominion over the mountains, cliffs, and caverns that dotted the Aztec landscape. He could shatter boulders with a mere thought, and his icy breath could freeze rivers solid. The Aztecs believed that he was responsible for the earthquakes that shook the earth, his wrathful stomps sending tremors through the very foundations of their world. But Itztlacoliuhqui's power extended beyond the physical realm. He was also the god of cold, a merciless deity who brought frost and snow upon the land. His icy touch could numb the body and freeze the soul, leaving victims shivering and helpless in his wake. The Aztecs feared the coming of winter, knowing that Itztlacoliuhqui's presence would intensify the cold and bring untold suffering. Most terrifying of all, Itztlacoliuhqui was the god of sin. He saw into the hearts of mortals, exposing their darkest secrets and most shameful deeds. He punished the wicked with unrelenting cruelty, sending them to the icy depths of the underworld where they would endure eternal torment. The Aztecs lived in constant fear of his judgment, knowing that even the smallest transgression could earn his wrath. To appease Itztlacoliuhqui, the Aztecs performed elaborate rituals and sacrifices. They offered him the blood of their enemies, believing that it would quench his thirst for vengeance. They also built temples in his honor, where they prayed for his protection and forgiveness. But despite their efforts, Itztlacoliuhqui remained an enigmatic and unforgiving deity, his presence a constant reminder of the fragility of human existence. One fateful day, as the sun began its descent, a young Aztec warrior named Tezcatlipoca found himself lost in the desolate mountains. As darkness enveloped the land, he stumbled upon a hidden cave, its entrance shrouded in an eerie mist. Curiosity overcame him, and he cautiously stepped inside. As Tezcatlipoca ventured deeper into the cave, the air grew colder and the walls seemed to close in around him. Suddenly, he heard a faint whisper that sent shivers down his spine. "Who dares to enter my domain?" Tezcatlipoca's heart pounded in his chest as he turned to face the source of the voice. There, in the dim light of the cave, stood Itztlacoliuhqui, his eyes glowing with an otherworldly intensity. "I am Tezcatlipoca, a warrior of the Aztec people," the young man stammered. "I have lost my way and seek your guidance." Itztlacoliuhqui's lips curled into a cruel smile. "Guidance? You have strayed from the path of righteousness, mortal. Your heart is filled with sin." Tezcatlipoca's eyes widened in horror as he realized the true nature of his predicament. He had stumbled into the presence of the god of sin, and his judgment was swift and merciless. With a flick of his wrist, Itztlacoliuhqui summoned a shard of obsidian that pierced through Tezcatlipoca's heart. The young warrior collapsed to the ground, his lifeblood staining the cold stone floor. As Tezcatlipoca's soul descended into the underworld, he witnessed the horrors that awaited those who had incurred Itztlacoliuhqui's wrath. He saw the wicked being tortured in icy lakes and frozen wastelands, their screams echoing through the eternal darkness. And so, the legend of Itztlacoliuhqui, the god of stone, cold, and sin, was passed down through generations of Aztecs. He became a symbol of the unforgiving nature of the natural world and the consequences of human transgression. And as the sun rose and set, the Aztecs continued to live in fear of his judgment, knowing that even the smallest sin could earn his eternal wrath.